going on, everyone? We are just days away from Christmas. Ding dong, ding dong. It's another episode of the Inner Circle podcast. And you may be thinking to yourself, oh, he's alone again. But no, no, no. She is back. There's no holding this bad girl down. She is back and ready to chop it up. We are back reunited and it feels so good. Welcome. My co-host, my girlfriend, no, my girlfriend, Melody. She's back again. This is the longest break you've taken since our inception together.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I know 1 week was work, 1 week was sick. So let's catch up. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Hello, everyone. I missed you guys too. You know what? I want to say thank you for letting it be known that I was gone and reasons as to why. But you handled everything on point. Because I was watching on my deathbed and I was watching in the airplane.
Not the deathbed.
So for anyone that doesn't know, I was sick during Thanksgiving. Very, very sick. And everyone got pretty much the flu, RSV, COVID up in the air. But anyway, I'm back and I'm better. And then last week I was gone because I was on a work trip in DC area. So I'm back. No more traveling for me, thank God. Missed you. How are you?
No, I'm good. It was definitely, thank you for that. It was definitely the first show. It was
How
weird
was
to
it
do
doing
by
it yourself? Yeah.
You know what? I was prepared. I was kind of prepared because the first show, was I supposed to have a guest that day? Yes, right? Yes. I was supposed to have it. We were supposed to have Stephanie Marie, which she's going to be on next week, y'all, if y'all watching. We were supposed to have her. Mm-hmm. Things happen. Listen, things happen. I get it. It's the holidays. A lot of people are getting under the weather. What sucks is that we all think, and I was just telling a coworker this today, what sucks about COVID is now we get regular sick, what we were used to before COVID, but now it's oh my God, COVID, where it's hello, there's flu, there's regular head colds, a regular just
there's respiratory infections.
But now there's respiratory infections. So it's there's a lot going on where it's oh my God. But she also was feeling under the weather. But listen, and you know what, we say that it's a lot. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. So I had a few backups already, okay, Melody won't be on, it'll be this, but in case then I have had another backup show. Because obviously, when we have guests, we focus on them. So I had another backup show. Then last week, you were away.
No, I was away. I had a work event that night, and I had a dinner also.
That you were away, so today's the 14th. No, last week was the day Stephanie was supposed to be on. The week before, yeah.
Sean was supposed to be on, but he was sick.
Sean and you were sick the same week. Then last week it was, I guess.
You had to last week. Well, you know what it is? I'm always getting sick, no matter what. I could take all the vitamins in the world, but if I'm next to the wrong person that's gonna give me the cooties, I'm gonna get sick. But I needed to be sick one more time before the year ended, I guess. But
listen, better early on than Christmas and New Year's.
I've been booked and busy this week. Hello.
Oh yes. Just so again, there's so much more to talk about. You had a nice special appearance on Watch What Happens Live. How was that? With Andy Cohen, you were with Andy Cohen, you were with Lisa Hochstein and Larsa Pippen. How was that experience? You look like you fit right in. I love your office, your work office in Midtown, because it's you definitely could do a show there and it's a studio. How was that?
That was awesome. That was really fun. And it was really quick. It was my second time doing it. I did it previously. I think it was it last year? Or 2 years ago?
2 years ago during 2020, that was your first appearance.
Right.
And then
with Kathy Lee Gifford and Gloria Estefan, and I asked Gloria Estefan a question.
Wow, we were just talking about Miami too. Like, hello, connections, all roads lead to Miami.
All roads lead to Miami because I just questioned a Miami housewife.
But there you go. Yeah.
But I was glad that I did it because I was supposed to actually be on the week that I got sick, and I didn't really. Oh, it was gonna be the Potomac housewives, Robert and Giselle.
Candace.
Oh no, Candace.
Yeah, you were supposed to ask. With Candace. Mm-hmm.
Well, but yeah, so that sucks. But at the end of the day, I'm glad, and I loved how fast it went. I was kind of like a little bit annoyed because it only made it to the after show, but it's still out there in the public.
Exactly.
And I don't care. An opportunity is an opportunity. And now that opportunity is leading to another opportunity for us tomorrow.
Yes, I'm excited.
Networking.
Listen, I'm excited about tomorrow. I don't want to talk about it much. Let's experience it and then we'll come and talk about it. But we definitely have a cool opportunity tomorrow that's exciting. And it's just like, I feel these opportunities are just little nuggets step closer to, getting like Larson Pippa says, let's get it popping. Like those things are like, it's just, I'm excited about tomorrow. I'm really excited about tomorrow. I need to step my cookies up because I was on Watch What Happens Live, like 2 weeks back in 2020 after you, but I was just part of the audience because the virtual audience. Because back then, I don't know if y'all remember during COVID, like there was no studio audience, so they had their audience members. So I was, just in the audience doing my pageant waves and highs. But I will hopefully be in the clubhouse soon myself, asking someone a question.
Well, yeah, don't worry, I'll push you through somehow, some way. But one thing that I found funny is when I uploaded the video. A lot of people were just like reaching out and commenting on the glass that I had, the martini glass.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Shout out to Fortessa for making Jupiter martini glasses. That's from our new collection, ironically. But they wanted us to do the drinking game, and I'm not drinking anytime soon. So I was drinking seltzer minus the Tito's. I did have Tito's though, but I wasn't really drinking.
I'll be drinking that Tito's gladly tomorrow before the shindig. No, but very exciting stuff going on, especially before the holidays. We're excited. Definitely stay tuned so we can kiki about it, talk about it. This Sunday also, we have a bonus episode that I want to throw out that I'm doing with a rapper all the way from Africa. Like, we'll definitely get into that. You guys definitely want to tune into that for some bonus content. But something else that's definitely has a lot of people talking, and I think a lot of Bravo fans too are into this show because we follow a lot of Bravo accounts through our Inner Circle podcast page, and people are talking about it. White Lotus.
The White Lotus.
That's your show.
Obsessed.
That's your show. Yes. I just got into it. Listen, I myself, funny how we talk about being sickly. I myself was out for the count this past weekend, basically. I started feeling something coming on, last week in my throat. And I said it right here on the show on Wednesday last week. I'm like, listen, there's something going on. I feel something. And from right after the show, I was like taking Theraflu shots. Like it was like Patron shots. But Friday, I started that Wednesday night right after the show. Hello. Then Friday, I felt the worst, Thursday into Friday going into it. So I was out for the count this weekend. So needless to say, I was in bed just going through shit. And I'm like, what should I watch? What series can I get into? And everyone's talking about this White Lotus. So I watched season 1. I started. Then I think, was it on Sunday that I hit you up? And I asked you if you watched White Lotus. I didn't even know if you watched White Lotus now. I hit you up on Sunday. I'm like, hey, are you into the show? You're like, oh my God, I'm in love with it, blah, blah, blah. The season finale is tonight. Much to I didn't even know that the season finale to season 2 was just past Sunday. But I finished season 1. Let's talk about why you're so obsessed with it. And then I'll get into how it kind of trapped me. But then I have my questions and thoughts. But When did you get into it? Why are you obsessed with it?
So I think that the first season came out in I want to say in 2021. Let me check. I think it's
2021 on
yeah,
HBO
2021.
Max.
Yes. So I first got into it ironically through Andy Cohen because he was talking about it and he mentioned a few characters and like how their personalities, and I thought it was funny and interesting, so that's why I started watching it. I binged it right away, and I felt like the just the contents of it, like people being on vacation and crazy things happening, I found that to be like interesting. And there's always like a plot twist. If you notice in a lot of the episodes, you put two and two together towards the end, but like there's always some sort of plot twist that you gravitate towards. So I just finished season 2 on Sunday. And when I started watching that, just the locations are beautiful. The first one was in Hawaii.
Hawaii, yeah.
And that was gorgeous. Then the second one that just ended is in Sicily. I can't wait for you to watch that one because even like with a lot of them speaking Italian, you can still one, you're gonna be able to understand because it's similar to Spanish, but also like it just drives you in and it makes you want to visit Sicily so much. The White Lotus location that's in Sicily is actually, I believe, a Four Seasons resort or a Four Seasons hotel. And it's so popular because of the show that it's booked up for 2 years.
Oh, yes, wow. Girl. So wait, is it actual? The show's called White Lotus.
It's an actual location.
But it's not called White Lotus, right?
It's
okay. Gotcha.
The Sicily place. The Sicily location is actually Four Seasons, but I forgot the Hawaiian resort. It has a different name, but they're actual locations that they shoot, and they name it the White Lotus. The White Lotus is supposed to be like I don't want to say multi-chain, but like a multi-location of resorts, like the Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah, like a Hilton or whatever. And I mean, if they want to carry on
not
with
a
the
Hilton,
show,
something very bougie.
Yeah, if they want to carry on with this show, which I had questions, but I could see how because I did start episode 1 of season 2 yesterday, and going back to season 1 that I binged this weekend, I was hooked. Connie, a few actors that I know recognize, Connie Britton, etc. I was hooked because it was like you said, a lot of different stories. It kind of reminded me a little bit of American Horror Story without the horror, where there's so many different stories to a lot of different people that you're exploring. Now, I thought there was going to be a little more depth besides just that one at the end. I thought it was going to be a little more depth and more of a mystery throughout the season to figure out, which it wasn't.
The point of it is, it's like there's a death or there's something happens out of nowhere that you will never expect it to happen. So that's why it's only one death. If you expect multiple deaths, then it's like seen as a murder scene, and that's not what they're wanting to do.
Yeah. Well, and so I'm assuming season 2 is the same way, just one death.
I am so surprised that it hasn't been spoiled for you because
surprisingly I haven't seen it. There are a lot of people posting about it. Like I said, we our Inner Circle page, we follow a lot of other Bravo accounts, and for some reason maybe Andy Cohen, who knows? Andy Cohen should get a paycheck because a lot of other Bravo accounts are White Lotus obsessed. And
he actually kind of spoiled it because if you don't go on his page. Because if you go on his page, his latest post is with one of the actors, and he asked a question that like kind of gives it away.
And another reason why I want to get into season 2 because that Theo James.
Well, he's not the only one that's fine. There's a lot of cuties in there, and there's a specific scene.
I heard he shows his wang, but I heard he said it was prosthetic.
It is prosthetic because HBO does not allow like frontal nudity, like actual nudity of the person. So example, Euphoria, when, oh my God, what is his name? Rebecca Gayhart's husband, Dane something. I forgot his name, but he's the father of the.
Who is Rebecca Gayhart? Isn't she married to what's his name? Jerry O'Connell?
No, that's Rebecca Romaine.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. You said Rebecca Gayhart, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
her
I know what
husband
her
is
husband.
Eric
I know who
Dane.
he is. Eric. Yeah,
Eric
yeah, yeah,
Dane.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh wait, they divorced in 2018. Sorry.
Oh, they did.
Anyways, Eric Dane plays the father. When you see his full frontal, he's actually wearing a prosthetic. He did say in an interview with Andy Cohen that the drinking game alert. Every time I say Andy, take a shot.
All right.
He did say that he wanted to show, like he didn't mind showing his genitals or his private
because
part.
I heard he's
because he's swinging like wrecking ball, but because of HBO and their regulations and policies, they want people to wear prosthetic because it's technically it allows you to see it without seeing the actual person's like likeness, if that makes sense.
So what are we doing for women and their tits? Are we seeing their real tits of the girls who are showing their breasts?
There's a difference between women showing their breasts and men showing their genitalia, only because there have been, I mean, it's less indecent to be topless. There's a lot of models that pose topless. There's a lot of there are females that wear dresses that are see-through and are topless or that show like nipple. But when it comes to a penis, honey, you gotta wear a prosthetic. And maybe what if they have an ugly penis? Like, hello.
Then you don't get the job. That's part of the deal. You have to have this whole package.
No. But I can't wait for you to finish watching White Lotus season 2. I'm really upset because I've only had like 2 people that I can like just go and like go on a deep dive with, and it's killing me because I haven't been able to talk to anyone while it's still in my mind. But I am willing to rewatch it all over again.
Oh wow, that good it is.
I have weird comedy that I like, or weird like TV shows that I like. So
I'm not so I'm not surprised with this one because with this, the way I would describe White Lotus is drama, a little comedy. But weird comedy, I wouldn't say like
there's a lot of comedy in season 2. There's more comedy than season 1. I will say right now, season 2 is better than season 1, and the ending for season 2 is better than the ending in season 1. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll have to see. Like I said, I did finish and binge season 1. I started season 2. I liked it. I was just a little disappointed because I thought it was gonna be more depth and more like mystery solving because I love shit
you love that. No, this is not horror related. This is just act like drama.
Yeah, no, I do love like that's my genre though. I love horror. I love like mystery, suspense that you gotta like kind of solve it. You know, our Inspector Gadget selves, we're sleuths, so we try to always solve something.
I am an Inspector Gadget, but I like the drama and like the actual comedy and like I don't know. I like suspense, but not suspense where it's like freaking me out. A clown is chasing after me. It's more like, oh my god, is she gonna die in this next scene like that?
Well, Santa Claus. Moving on to Christmas, we're days away from Christmas, and SantaCon was in New York this past weekend. If you guys don't know what SantaCon is, it's basically time of year when a lot of people get together in the freezing cold and dress up as Santa and all things merry and bright, and I guess bar hop and whatever. How do you?
For white people.
Was you out? Did you see any SantaCon action? Again, I was down for the count this week, and I wasn't out like that, so I didn't see anything. But
in true New Yorker fashion, I decided to stay in this weekend and not do anything because I knew it was SantaCon this weekend, and I know how reckless and disgusting the streets are with people acting a fool and being super drunk. And literally the next day, the streets are disgusting. They're full of vomit, piss. It's nasty. SantaCon has been a tradition
pretty big. I'm surprised.
It's not that big. It's for like young. Honestly, it's for like people in their 20s, 30s, and they like just walk around in in like holiday wear, Santa costumes, and then they bar hop from bar to bar and have as many drinks or whatever, and they get like a discount for wearing the Santa outfit. The only reason I know about this is because the demographic is very Caucasian, and I remember when I worked in Victoria's Secret for many years, they used to do it like a couple of my coworkers used to do it, and I used to think it was so corny, and I'd rather not. And luckily, I would always get sick around that time, so I always had the excuse of not being able to go. But yeah, people would just act super sloppy. It gives the girls a reason to act slutty. It gives guys a reason to act like perverts. Like, not a good look. It's above me.
Yeah, I'm not. I've seen it before living in New York, the craziness, but I've never been into it like that.
It's not cute.
No,
I just think of bar crawling in the cold. No.
Now listen, I love, as you know, Christmas is my favorite holiday, and like days right after Thanksgiving, I'm like doing all these Christmas posy, going places, as you guys seen if y'all follow me, especially in my personal social media. So don't get me wrong, I love Christmas and I love photo ops and the whole time of year, but to dress up as Santa in the cold and do all that with all those people
and you're just standing and it's like standing crowded, like standing room.
I'm good.
And you're just waiting for your beer to be refilled. No, sounds very white to me. No thanks.
Yeah, nah, I'm good for that. With that, but could you tell us what's going on with Captain Lee? Going back to Bravo, or Roads League to Bravo. Captain Lee, I know you're a big fan of Below Deck, and this past week, I think the day before, today, Monday, it broke that he had to leave something. So is it something that's filming currently that he had to leave, or what's going on? Could you tell us about Captain Lee and everything going on with that? Because I was a little concerned. I know you like him.
Yeah, I do love him, and I'm sad I didn't get to see him in BravoCon when we went. So this latest season of Below Deck with Captain Lee, it basically starts off by him saying that weeks prior to everyone being on board, he got back surgery, like extensive back surgery, and he's been healing and doing the physical therapy, but he's not 100%. And part of his left side, he doesn't feel it, like it's numb. And he's been having, in the first couple of episodes, I think that there's 4 episodes already, he's been walking with either crutches because he can't really fully stand and walk by himself, or walking with a cane. And he didn't feel he felt inadequate and didn't feel like he could perform his best or basically properly recover. So that's why he decided to leave. The last episode I just saw, which was on Monday, is a cliffhanger because that's when he tells them that he's leaving the boat.
Oh, I thought this was something like new or recent, because obviously these shows, are taped prior. So shout out to Below Deck and those producers, where, we're housewives, we're hearing things as they're, leaking, as they're still filming. You know what I'm saying? This obviously filmed months ago, and no one knew about this. So, shout out to the producers for keeping this under wrap. That's why I thought it was like, was this something just recent and that like in lifetime that happened to him? But well, our sincerest hopes of speedy recovery and healing, taking the time to heal for Captain Lee, and hopefully he comes back.
I can tell that this was prior to BravoCon because he was at BravoCon. And he seemed to be walking fine and stuff. So, and because of like the way that the show is like filmed, and it has to be during like good climate wherever they are, it has to be like pushed up, I guess, like 6 months. So we see it later. It's not like the Housewives where they have a faster lead time.
Yeah. Well, our well wishes to Captain Lee. And unfortunately, really quick, we're sending out our condolences and, rest in peace to DJ Twitch. Full name Stephen Boss. Yeah, Stephen Boss, who is a DJ on the Ellen DeGeneres show. And he also had, his first big break was on So You Think You Can Dance, I believe. He auditioned for that. He also had parts in Magic Mike XXL, because of his dancing skills, etc. So, took his life by suicide, gunshot, by the only 40 years young. And it's crazy because you read the comments and you read all the posts, and it goes to show like mental health. And one thing, and we'll continue saying it, I will continue saying it. If one thing this podcast advocates and stands behind is mental health, because it's real. And it goes to show, like, no matter the money, the exposure, status, the mind is a crazy thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter where you at, if your mind, like, your mind's not there, it's crazy. It's crazy. 40 years old, right before Christmas, leaving behind, a beautiful family, his wife,
3 kids.
And that's tough. 3 kids. Like, it must really be some heavy shit to remove yourself from this world and being in your kid's life. Like, that's crazy.
Listen, I've always said it. The holidays are not all happy and festive for a lot of people. I know with me, sometimes the holidays could be a little bit depressing. I do get seasonal depression. I think we spoke about this morning. Yes. And especially like around this time when it's so dark outside, people are more prone to like feel tired, antisocial, less energetic, and like more so in their mind and in their feelings and stuff. God knows what he was going through. And it's really sad that happened. And I like condolences to his family and rest in peace. But from what I remember from him, he was always like very happy. I don't really care for Ellen DeGeneres. I've heard so many things about her being a shitty person. But if anyone was like the silver lining, or anyone like that would want to watch the show, it was because of him. Because I think he brought like a sort of like warmth and like kindness to the show. But it's just terrible. And 40 years old, that is super young. It's sad.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I was gonna say our age group, but
I went to his page and well, that's the age group I date. Anyway, I went to his page and I saw that like he just recently celebrated like an anniversary, his wedding anniversary.
Wow. Insane. Our condolences to his family, especially during Christmas, man. Like that sucks. But congratulations. On another note, moon lifting. Congratulations are to Diddy, or maybe not congratulations for everyone, depending who you ask and the people involved with this messy situation. But big congratulations to Diddy. He is a new father of a baby girl who was born in October 14th, if I'm correct. To a 20, he had the baby. Now, when he announced this, a lot of people had question marks. I had questions. As an interview, I'm like, wait a minute, let me sit you down. I have questions, Diddy. Who's the mother? When? What's up with Carisha? Or whatever her real name is, Young Miami. Excuse me. But more and more has come out since, and the baby he fathered is with a 28-year-old. I mean, at least he's sticking to the age group, because Young Miami is 28 too, born February 11th. With a 21-year-old woman, he had his baby, and this 28-year-old woman, actually, she has things going on for herself. I was really impressed when I was reading.
She's like a cybersecurity.
Yeah, like person. she definitely. I lost my notes on her, but yeah, cybersecurity. Like, she has shit going on for a 28-year-old. So like, she's doing her damn thing. But yeah, he fathered a child with her, and a lot of people's questions, and obviously in the comments out there in the shade rooms on social media, Young Miami. What's your thoughts on this? Because like with Young Miami and Diddy, they both, like, Diddy has said in interviews, Young Miami is special. A lot of people, I like to read comments and stuff to gather information of what the world is thinking, what people are like gravitating thinking.
What sign is he? A Libra?
No, he's a Scorpio.
Scorpio. Scorpios, they don't commit. Scorpios like to waste people's time. I haven't wasted my time.
Future, Diddy. I love Scorpios, but yeah, they could be players. They could be players.
Scorpios are cool, but like cool to hang out with, but not to take serious. I want to say I don't feel bad for Young Miami. I'm sure she was well aware of the situation. I'm sure that he like kept her in the know and it was gonna come out. I didn't see her making any big deal or like posting anything derogatory or like shade towards him. She, I think, got upset at what people were saying to her or what people, even like celebrities, like DJ Academics, who's a freaking clown.
Yeah,
what he was saying about like putting his 2 cents. He needs to mind his business. Like he doesn't. We only see and know what they put out. You don't know the bedroom conversations that they were having. You know, and also maybe they were in an open relationship. Maybe they're just kicking it and they're not really that serious. I'm at a point now because I'm just so tired of these dudes that like the guy that I'm dating, I'm not really, I don't want to say not an open relationship. I'm just not focusing on like anything serious because when you do that, it's just gonna stifle it. I don't know. And as a fellow Aquarius, Carisha, she has a lot going for herself, so she'll be fine. She has a son with another guy, and she just needs to focus on her.
The game was trying to get her digits and numbers, and
I've seen that, and she better.
The best way to get over the best way to get over someone is get under someone else.
I know that's right.
We know the game ain't slacking with the package. So
no, he's not.
Girl, even if it's just for a moment, that one night, do it.
I think she had fun. I think she was just having fun with Diddy, and whether she wasn't or she was, like.
I mean, let's be real. He was also funding some stuff, you know. There ain't nothing wrong with having a little sugar poppy.
Right. And also, like, Diddy, I know Diddy was not going to take her serious when he thanked everyone in the award speech and didn't thank her. So, that doesn't surprise me. So she should have, from then on, she should have just taken what he does and says with a grain of salt. So at the end of the day, like, girl, you'll be fine. You cute, you young. He's old. He's washed. Or pull a Lori Harvey
somehow.
Pull a Lori Harvey, date him and date his son.
Oh yeah, because Lori Harvey did do that, right?
Supposedly. Wow. We don't know. She makes guys sign NDAs.
Really?
That's smart. Yes.
Lori Harvey does that?
First
of all, who is she besides Steve Harvey? Like, she haven't popped off to that level quick to be making people sign NDAs. She's an influencer.
She has her own company now. But she makes the guys that before she goes on a date, she makes the guys sign an NDA, and if they break the confidentiality agreement, they have to pay her $1 million. I'm trying to get to that level, child, because I don't want my business out here. But then again, I hate people. I don't deal with people.
She must have some good ass WAP or something for people to be like, all right, I'll sign it.
No, she just messes with guys with money.
Anyways, moving on. We haven't spoken about this girl in a while, and she's my favorite girl, but I know you wanted to talk about some things going on with Miss Britney Spears. She celebrated her birthday a few weeks ago, and I mean, do you want to take the lead? I know with Britney Spears, she deactivated actually her Instagram a little after her birthday.
It's back on. I'm on it right now.
She deactivated her Instagram a little after her birthday because she posted her sons along with posting her sister, Jamie Lynn. A lot of people in the comments, even people that like reached out to me, thought it was fake or it wasn't her, etc., etc. Needless to say, right now in Britney's life, I mean, I've been a fan of this girl since I was an adolescent. This girl, like, from day one, has always had all these crazy theories, been in the news, and it's funny how years later, now I'm a grown-ass man, and I still see and hear all the conspiracies and theories and all this stuff on Britney. A lot of people now think that her posts are not her.
I don't think so.
And that she's missing, etc. So, what's your thought?
I don't think she's missing. I think someone is taking her Instagram and like running it for her or something. I don't know, but you would think that whoever is doing it would have a better job, like would have make a better effort to make it seem like she's actually active and talking and doing stuff. Like you're making it so obvious that it may not be Brittany. If it is Brittany, she's trolling us. And bravo to you, baby girl, because you're making us like have a mind fuck. But I don't know. I just find the behavior, and this is something that I said to you. I love Britney Spears. Britney Spears will always have a place in my heart. We bonded and started our friendship over our love of Britney Spears. So
and Spice Girls.
And Spice Girls. So it's near and dear to my heart, her situation. But me personally, I feel like some of the things that she does in her social media makes me not want, like makes me think of her in a different light, and I don't want to think of her in a negative light or look at her like, whoa, she's weird. And I always get people sending me stupid posts that she does and like trying to like make a mockery out of it. Yeah. So I try to disengage. Part, right?
Other people try to like,
oh, get your girl. Why are you? What's up with her? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not her spokesperson. I'm just her fan. So if you have a fucking problem, swipe. Keep swiping.
For years, I've dealt with that.
Don't send it to me. I've cursed out a couple people over that, and I've started to like not react and just be like, you know what, leave them on red because there's no point. But also, I feel like when I look at her posts, it makes me look at her different. So I hate to say this, but I unfollowed her like last week, just for my mental health. I'm sorry, I needed to like decompress because then I'm going in a rabbit hole thinking of conspiracy theories, and I don't want to do that. I went on TikTok and there were so many theories, and like Britney has it's a cardboard box of Britney. Sam is like he's in it too, like he's out to get her too, all this shit. So I feel like the first and best thing she should have done was do an interview, speak your truth, tell people that it's really you, show like some proof of being alive. I don't know how to explain it, but show that it's actually you. You've never gone on Instagram Live. You constantly post videos on a weird loop. They're like short clips, and then she adds them, like she puts them back to back to back. So it looks like a longer video. And then her comments and stuff and her captions and things that she writes sometimes don't make sense. The only thing that bothers me too is why is she constantly always posting a picture of Selena Gomez, that weird picture that Selena Gomez has with a doll in her mouth?
Yeah,
and
I know
it's
exactly,
why? It has nothing to do with your caption.
Yeah, it is weird. Well, then again, nowadays I'm noticing that people, and I'm like, oh, is this a trend where they post like pictures of themselves, and then like the last two slides is like, and then random things towards the end.
I do so
I'm
it
like,
too.
Is she trying to get hip to that or whatever? I have it. I'm trying to get hip to it. I'm like, all right, maybe I should start doing it.
I do it too, but there's a difference when you're posting, like, let's say I post a selfie and then the next one is a shady, like, not a meme, but like a shady comment or something like that. She posts a picture of another celebrity, and it's like, you're supposed to say that this is your friend. Why are you? That's like if I posted something of me and then I posted like a weird random picture of you after.
But that's it. Yeah, no, I get that. Now the thing with this whole thing with Britney is, at first when she was freed and she started writing these long tangents, like even I sometimes I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm like with my popcorn reading it, trying to read it the best I can because the way she writes, which I get it also because in text, I've done this with you and I've been told from other friends, like the way I write in text is like I'm having a conversation. Yeah. Which is true. So it's like, that's why I get that aspect of how she posts. When this whole first started that she was free, people are like, oh my gosh, she's going on these long post things. Now, it's like, well, it's not her. So it's like, wait a minute. At first, people was tripping saying that she's going on these, take her phone away, she's going on tangents, but now we're speculating it's not her.
It just doesn't seem like her.
I personally think it is her. I personally think she's not missing or a conservatorship where she's still being kept away and something and not being able to do things or really access and be out there. Even before she was freed, let's look at her site. It was certain thing. It was posted very regularly. Like it was posted very tactfully. I personally think now, because I don't know if you've seen that video not too long ago when Sam tried to go live and she was thinking, and you could hear her. You could hear clearly Britney say, I don't want to be on live. I'm always, basically along the lines of, I'm always out there for the people. I'm always put on display for people.
No. He said, oh, so you say you go on live, right? You do Instagram live. She's like, yeah, I do Instagram live. He's like, no, this is live. This is when you're talking to people and you're live on Instagram. She's like, oh, no, I don't want that. I don't want to talk to them right now. Okay, but
she also said, I'm always out there for the people. And she also said, I'm always put out there.
But you're technically you've never been on Instagram live. So it's kind of hard for people to actually believe that it's you. I don't know. I just feel like.
The thing is, I do feel Britney is a little, let's be real, let's be honest. She does have mental health issues. I feel like with a lot she's done and been through, I do feel she was dealt with some fucked up shit. There's shock therapy. There's a lot of things. I'm not saying she's gotten shock therapy, but she's dealt with things, I'm sure, drugged up in ways to keep her, on the, narrow, good behavior thing. Yeah. A lot of things was done to this girl that we do not know about. And I could tell because she's so hurt in these interviews, etc. She does forget, like she posted that she's never been to a Jack in the Box. And a lot of fans was like, okay, yeah, that's definitely not Britney because there's no way in hell she's never been in a Jack in the Box. Okay, maybe she has, but think of the world she's lived in. She's been a superstar since fucking the age of like teenage, a kid. I'm sure a lot has gone on, especially with trauma in the later years, where things become a blur. As I'm getting older, some things I'm like, oh, that thing. So imagine for someone in her status, she's not gonna remember everything she's done. Like, oh, I've been to a Jack in the Box or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I personally think it's, go ahead.
A lot of people have repressed feelings and or selective memory, or they repress their mememories. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's because of trauma, and then there's other times because medically they have no choice to do it. So I think also another factor is like she started taking pills for bipolar medicine and all that stuff at a younger age, and like what is she, 40 now?
She's over 40.
She's over 40. So now I feel like
this started in her 20s.
She's still stuck. Her mindset is still stuck in her 20s and stuff, and she hasn't fully developed. And also, after all the conservatorship drama and all the regulations that she was put under, I think that she's still stuck in that. It's like when you get out of prison and you finally get to see. You finally get to do things that you weren't able to do before. Like, this sounds very stereotypical, but like, I'm sure that they leave, for example, an inmate who's not allowed to lock their door, they're always going to keep their door open, or they feel weird with having their door closed.
Mm-hmm. It's different things. It's different triggers, little different things. Imagine we're not in it. Like we say, you never know what people are going through, how they think this different. We all different individuals, different triggers, different things will affect different people in ways where you and I may look at it like, yo, fucking weirdo. But like,
that's easy to do that.
It's easy to do that, but it's like, there's things that affect me in different ways. There's things that affect you in different ways. I don't think Britney, I mean, I know you said, oh, she should have done an interview right after. Listen, I wish she would have done an interview right after too with like the likes of Oprah. But why? Like she doesn't have to. She did write her book. The book is finished. The book is finished. The book was supposed to come out at the top of the year next year, but because of some whatever reasons, publication and COVID and whatever excuse they're giving,
There was a paper shortage.
Yeah, the paper shortage and such. Well, because of COVID and delays and this and that or whatever they try to blame it on. But, we know she has a book in the works that's coming out. I just feel Britney, she's seen the industry, and it's so funny. I could send you the video after the show yesterday. It's so funny. Like, I knew we were coming into this today, and it so happens on my YouTube, there was a MTV from MTV. They uploaded like a Britney Spears thing, Britney Vault, and it was like a compilation of a bunch of interviews that goes way back when. And it's crazy because I remember these interviews. When I tell you guys out there watching, listening, when I tell you I'm a Britney fan, and I have to say was, because the fanaticism was over the charts back then when I was younger. Like, I will watch everything Britney. Like, my mom, bless her heart, I had such a cool mom. My mom would let me stay, like, miss days from school because I will beg my mom, oh my God, Britney's gonna be in this interview at 10 in the morning, blah, blah. I can't go to school. Like, you know what I mean? And my mom will let me sometimes slide and be like, oh, okay. But like, I was that type of fan where I watched everything Britney, every interview, my grandmother could tell you, my brothers can say it, my grandmother used to call me back in the days, like in middle school, high school, hey, sweetheart. And then she would laugh and be like, I know most likely but Britney's gonna be here. And I'm like, I know. Like, it was to that point where like I followed and watched everything Britney. And my point to this is, and it's funny this interview aired, the first clip in this, I think, I'll send you the video after, she was doing an interview in Hawaii, funny enough, I remember that interview, and she said along the lines, this fame thing, like, it's crazy to me, and how there's no going back. Like, so even back then, at a young age, still normal. I hate to use the word normal because she's still normal. We all have gone through trauma, especially the older you get. So I don't want to call someone abnormal now because that means we're all abnormal. But back then when, let's say for the people, she was normal, regular Britney, for her to realize that and say similar things she said in her rants, I feel it's her. I just think, like you said, she's stuck. She never really finished a real school. She was tutored. Then let's get into being a young mom, back to back. Let's also add on the mental health. Let's also add on all the trauma and everything she's been through. It will fuck someone up. And that's why I have a little more grace. And I'm not willing to go down this rabbit hole that a lot of Britney fans are doing, especially in her comments. Like, for me, it's funny how you said you have to, like, disassociate and follow up Britney. Like, with me, and I've said it a few times, I try not to read the comments because the comments trigger me. And it's like, this is our internet world where now we think we know everything and we could just comment, and it's a fact because that's what we're commenting.
I'm not the commenting type. Like, if something's funny or something, I will comment and say LOL, whatever. But when it comes to like someone doing something that I don't agree with or something that makes me look at them different, I'm not gonna go out of my way to address that, especially with like a celebrity. You sending awful comments is what they see. They don't see the, oh, we love you, yes, queen comments. Yeah. And I think also with Britney, like, okay, maybe that is the case. And maybe it is her, but also keep in mind that she has been verbalizing this for so long that anyone can talk and say things just like she does. So anyone can emulate her in that sense, which is the sad part. And that's why I think that she should come out and like actually have an interview, so that way she can say what she has to say and it's coming from her up close and personal, where other people don't have to emulate her. But at the end of the day, like, I just wish her the best. Keep being you. And that's it. But right now, I just needed to like step back because I'm just sick and tired of seeing things and me questioning it. And me, when I see a person, and this doesn't just go for like a celebrity like Britney, it goes for anybody. If I see you in a certain light and that light starts to dim or change, I try to disengage. It's just that simple.
Well, no, I get it, but I don't feel Nick. it was leading into something else. I don't feel Britney.
Wait, I have to
Britney's
address something.
no. I'm gonna say it. No, because I don't feel Britney is like any other celebrity that go on Twitter rants. Like we have many celebrities, men, females, even Nicki Minaj, who's a savage like Britney, who go on these tangents on Twitter or whatever. Like a lot of people are immature on social media. No matter their age. I feel like a lot of people have moments that are not their best, including myself. You know that. You know that. Like
I don't think immature is the right word. I think that maybe she's not like self-aware in certain things that she says or like the way that she sounds. Because immature, do you think Madonna's mature in the shit that she posts and the shit that she does? Is Nicki, the
sexual stuff?
Yeah, Nicki Minaj says things that sometimes I'm just like, whoa,
on
bro.
Twitter. Yeah, on Twitter though, when she's going off on other female, like she goes a little crazy. So it's like, but that's the thing, like you're not judging her, calling her. Well, some people are, depending the bar, the other fandoms and stuff.
Cardi
but like
B could be seen as immature too, and
Cardi B as well.
I don't think she's immature. I think she's vulgar. There's a different word. There's many different words. I don't think immature is the right word, but we value your opinion too. You spelled her name wrong, by the way.
B. She has a song. BRITNEY. The song is called "Intimidated," where she spells her name, and I used to have a dance to it when I was like, I was a sophomore in high school when that song came out. It was on the soundtrack of the Jim Neutron movie that came out that year, my sophomore year. So that means you were like in eighth grade, most likely.
Eighth grade. Eighth grade.
I hate that we're getting old. You were in Miami. BRITNEY. Oh, come on. Anyways, moving on. It is Christmas. It is like Christmas is next weekend, y'all. Like not this weekend, but the next week.
I wanted to.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So with that being said, we know about the naughty and nice, and we know Santa will either leave you cold or leave you presents, depending if you've been naughty or nice. With that being said, we are going to go through a list of celebrities who we're going to judge ourselves. Here we are being judgy-wudgies. If they've been naughty or nice. If you're watching or listening to this, join us in the fun and let us know your thoughts on who's been naughty or nice this year. Are you ready?
Santa baby.
Are we ready? Yes. So let's get it started. Naughty or nice? First one, Kanye West.
Beyond naughty. Like, he's not even worth a lump of coal.
Right?
He needs to,
nothing. Naughty.
He needs some conservatorship papers. Next.
Listen, if you want to talk about conservatorship, someone sign them up. Yep, naughty for me. And speaking of conservatorship and our latest little circle talk that we just had, Britney Spears herself, naughty or nice?
She needs a break. She's nice.
I'm going to say naughty. Well, am I going to say naughty? Well, I'm a sexual person too. Is it her first full year? I'm a sexual person too. And I don't mind, free the puss, free the nipples, do whatever you want. I love it. She's always been one of the reasons why I fell in love with her is because her back then was her sexiness and her fearlessness as a woman. I love when women could just do that and not be judged because of that. But I don't know. She's doing a little. I don't know. She's on the verge. I'm torn with Britney. She's in the middle of naughty and nice. Now, Diddy, naughty or nice?
Naughty, because he out here having kids and then having relationships and then dismissing people when they're down bad or they go together real bad or whatever she said. No, he's naughty.
He did do, from what I see for Thanksgiving, and even dragged his kids, and one of his twin girls looked like she did not want to be there. I had that picture. I was actually going to make a meme out of it, but I don't know. And he's trying to spread the love, with his new name, Diddy Love or whatever the hell. I don't know. I'm gonna give Diddy a nice pass.
If he wants to spread love, he should continue producing music. Do that.
Well, he's trying to. Didn't he drop like a single or two this year? Nothing that caught my attention. Next, Meg Thee Stallion, naughty or nice?
we just gonna have to wait and see in the trial.
After this trial, right?
I would say nice.
I'm gonna give Meg a nice too this year. Hopefully Santa brings us something
boyfriend,
good.
she's happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her.
They look good together.
I'm gonna give her a nice Lizzo. Yes, naughty or nice. Yes.
Lizzo's using her platform for good.
Yes.
And that People's Choice Awards, the People's Choice Awards acceptance speech, and when she brought out all 17 like women's rights activists and stuff, that actually made me kind of emotional.
I love Lizzo. I love Lizzo. She's a Taurus. She's like Adele too. Like Adele's also a Taurus. There's something about Taurus women. Taurus women get a bad rap that they're like evil and like.
I love Taurus women.
But I love Taurus women.
My cousin Heather and my good friend Clarissa. I love
Janet Jackson. Like I love Taurus women. Oh, yeah. My mom, may she rest in peace. Like Taurus. I love Taurus women. Speaking of Taurus, but a Taurus man, Chris Brown, naughty or nice?
He's been nice. He's been just having kids, minding his business. So but people still want to put him up against a wall. Leave him alone.
I see what you did there. Wall to wall. You know what, Chris Brown, and I've said this in previous shows this year. I couldn't stand him, motherfucker, but like he's doing good. I think I'm nice. He's definitely reproducing kids. I didn't even know he had as many kids as he did. Beautiful kids. I give Chris a nice this year. Good job, Chris Brown. Stay on the up and up. And I know it's hard out there when you've been blackballed and you're trying to just forget the past, but you're doing good. Now, the baby. Naughty or nice?
Naughty.
Naughty, yeah. Naughty. You want to hate on the gays? Anything that hates on the gays, you're naughty. Next, Bad
Bunny. He's been naughty in a good way.
I know, right? He's definitely nice. Santa better be bringing him all the gifts he wants underneath his Christmas tree, including me. Drake, naughty or nice?
I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm going to say nice. I'm going to say nice because I don't know. He hasn't done anything. He came out with that mediocre album that everyone felt a way about.
Never mind.
Honestly, never mind. No, it wasn't honestly never mind. I'm talking about Her Loss. I think that's mediocre.
Okay.
With 21 Savage.
To it like that. Yeah.
I like Honestly Never Mind. It was a different vibe.
I like Honestly Never Mind.
Yeah.
All right, Madonna, naughty or nice?
Naughty, because she's doing the most on her face, the most in her body. She's trying to perpetuate this, like, I'm still cool, I'm the cool mom, I still got it type of persona, and it's not looking good for you, mom.
And she's a legend, like Madonna. You are like last night I was watching Madonna videos, and I'm like, yo, this bitch really has like a catalog that goes from the 80s. Like, she's a legend. You don't need to do the things you're doing, girl. You don't.
Skip your drink because I'm about to name drop. So Andy Cohen was actually saying the same way that Andy Cohen feels about Madonna, I feel about Britney right now. Like, we're so underwhelmed and not upset, but like disappointed in their decisions on social media that we want to disengage. And I feel the same way about Madonna. I can't follow her and look at her stuff. Like, I don't think it's the whole collaboration that she had with Tokisha.
Yeah.
Listen, that vibe looks nice with Tokisha. Like, it suits her because she's in Dominican talk in that Rulay Teteo vibe, Chucky vibe. Madonna, that's not your scene. You barely made it into Vogue. Like, you had the dancers and that background during those years, and that's how Vogue became like a big thing. But like stop culture appropriating. It's not a good look.
And last but not least, naughty or nice, Beyonce.
She made it nice with that Renaissance.
Ooh, yeah, she did. She did. But you know what? Part of me wanted to give her a fucking naughty because I'm still waiting for visuals. Beyonce, I'm a visual person. I'm a visual learner. I love visuals. And come on, you did like you gave us a little peek where I'm that girl, like the first minute of a video. Please, girl, please drop some bomb ass visuals for that album because the album is
you
amazing.
have to buy it.
No, like she still hasn't. No. She still hasn't released videos. Trust me, it will be out. The Beehive will be crazy. The videos are not out yet. And I'm really thinking, I'm like, is she really gonna like just do an album and no visuals and just be like, yeah, I was that bitch. I didn't do not one single video for the album and still so. Don't do that to us, Beyonce. We want visuals. The songs are amazing. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, before we get into our note not today, just like I know a lot of Virgos, there's just certain signs that I feel like I know a lot of people like, damn, your birthday. I know a lot of Sag and a lot of birthday Sag people. So I want to give a shout out first and foremost to my brother, Joey. Happy birthday. Tomorrow's his birthday, December 15th. My Sag brother. Happy birthday. I love you and wish nothing but the best. 2023 is going to be an amazing year for you. Do your thing. I'm so happy for you. And happy birthday. Happy birthday to Merlin and just all the Sag people I know. I know a lot of fucking Sag people. Like almost every day is like, oh, your birthday. So shout out to the Sag.
Shout out to my Sag boo, whose birthday was just last week.
Yeah, you see? Look at all these Sag around our lives. But let's get into our note not today. And we haven't done this in a little bit, but we both had a note not today. So Melanie, take it away.
My note not today is pictures surfacing, leaked pictures at that, of Mr. Lil Fizz from B2K posting on his OnlyFans a picture of his genitalia along with his buttocks. I didn't need to see his booty hole. I did not need to see his penis again because it was leaked prior, and the shape of that penis reminds me of a mushroom. Nope, not really does. It really does.
It really does. Like
that shit looks very uncomfortable. No, like I'm Goldie Cox. I don't like it. No.
Thank you, God, for a nice penis. That's all I gotta say.
I don't have a penis, but thank you, God, for hooking me up with someone that has a beautiful penis.
Thank you, God, because there are some ugly dicks out there, and I'm glad I'm blessed.
Just because they're big does not mean that they're like, oh my God, no. That's ugly.
That too. My note not today is, but I gotta look at the time and everything because I want to make sure I tag Instagram with this. Instagram and your bullshit little AIM, AOL, status, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you're trying to do. Just the day before yesterday, I'm in my story, in my DM section, and I see this bullshit of little circles and people with their statuses. That's no, not today. Instagram, are we running out of ideas? What the fuck is going on? This is not Twitter. This is not Facebook. This is not like AIM, AOL back in the days. Let's stick to the pictures and the visuals that I fell in love with as a picture poster and visual person. Cut the shit. I don't care. I don't care what people want to put in status and this and that. Nope, not today. It's not cool. Y'all running out of ideas. Don't fuck up Instagram for us. Twitter's already going down the shithole. We don't need IG to do the same. That's my note, not today.
Speak on it.
All right, guys. Well, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. First of all, I'm so happy to have my BFF back. I missed you.
Act like I never left.
And next week we have special guest Stephanie Marie joining us. It's going to be a great show. Countdown to Christmas continues. We love you guys. You know where to find us. We are on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Google Podcasts, all your favorite streaming places. The Inner Circle Podcast on Instagram, the way you see it on your screens if you're watching live. Go follow us. YouTube, a subscription means the world, and it doesn't cost anything. And if you want to be generous, because it's a time of giving, we have a Cash App and Venmo. Everything we do here on the show is for you guys. We love you guys so much. We will see you guys next week. Adios.
Bye. Bye,